Yo everyone, welcome back to what was it? Joy Conversations. I still love that name. That is like one of the best names I've ever come up with.
I like how you couldn't remember it. It's
Yeah,
even better.
yeah. Joy
You're like,
Conversations.
what's the name again?
And in this episode, we're gonna talk about Mario Kart World.
Hell yeah.
I feel
Very
like this
excited.
is the game that everyone's most excited for when it comes to the Switch,
The hot topic.
the hot topic, as they can say. Yeah. The
Yep.
first open world Mario Kart, which is insane to me. I thought they would never do an
Ooh.
open world Mario Kart game, but here we are, 2025. This is the
Yep.
year of just a big surprise, I guess.
Still waiting for that 3D Mario for a while.
Yeah, we'll get to that. I think we'll eventually do get the 3D Mario game. Do you think that would
Oh,
be
we will.
open world? I know we're talking about Mario Kart,
Yes.
but you think
I
that?
I think it would be stupid if they didn't, especially after Odyssey.
Mm, yeah.
But yeah, let's get off that topic.
Yeah.
We're talking about Mario Kart.
We're talking about Mario Kart.
Yeah.
So the big main mode for Mario Kart World is the free roaming mode.
I'm excited for that.
Oh god, just
I really am.
the thought of getting your friends together and you're just driving around like in GTA, but Mario
Yep,
Kart.
just have a load of carnage happening. Love it.
It's I am hoping there is stuff to do in the free roam mode.
I reckon there will be. Hopefully there's collectibles as well.
Yeah,
I feel like it would be a bit rubbish if there wasn't.
yeah, and it would be if they didn't do that.
Yeah.
One feature I would love to see in the free roam mode is reset points, where you press a button and wherever you are located, it sets a point, and then you can do whatever you want, and then you press another button or something, and it takes you back to the point that you restarted.
Yep,
Where you
that'd be
started.
brilliant. So if you're like with your friends, you can have like races and stuff.
Yeah,
That
but
would be fun.
I feel like the more practical use for that would be for when you're like practicing a track, like
Oh, and that, yeah.
practicing one particular corner.
Mhm.
And it's going to be so much easier than we had to do in other Mario Kart games where you had to like do a time trial or something,
Yeah.
and
That
you have to
sucked.
keep on resetting the track, or if you wanted to go back to do it again, you have Lakitu having a go at you all the time.
Gotta love Lacquer too.
Yeah, so it'd just be nice and simple. Press the X button or something.
Yeah. That'd be a lot better.
You set your point, and then you do your thing, and then you press Y, and then Lakitu picks you up, takes you back to the point that you set your point to, sort of thing. That would
Yep.
be so great. I feel like in a free roaming mode, that is something that is really needed in a game like Mario
Yeah.
Kart.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think that'd make for a lot more fun experience as
Oh,
well.
definitely. Especially when I love to just practice on courses.
Yeah.
Uh, and
I
like,
reckon there'll be like warp points as well. So although
Yeah.
you can free roam, you can also like teleport to other places on the
Yeah.
map.
yeah, but this one's like a more simpler one. So, oh yeah, you're
Yeah.
just instead of just driving all the way back when you're just down the road, it's like, yeah,
Mhm.
doing like what you're behind the corner sort of thing.
Yeah.
Around the corner, you press one button, Lakitu picks
Absolutely.
you up, puts you back. There you go, do it again. Oh, you failed again. Come back, and you keep on doing that until
If that's not in the game, Lakitu will be unemployed.
yeah, hopefully so.
Poor Lakitu.
Yeah, a lot of other games have that feature as well. I'm pretty sure Forza has that feature, where it's not quite where you set your you don't set your point, but if you go into the hazards or grass or something and you want to go back to the track, you press one button and it resets you back to the track.
Yeah.
That kind
I
of thing.
feel like it's quite a cool like idea though.
Yes.
Something that every racing game would need.
Yeah. To go off a little bit from the free roaming mode, to use this map as well in some kind of campaign mode.
That could be fun. Have like a little story mode to beat.
Yes.
Um,
I feel like
One thing I want to see
Hmm.
bloody missions from Mario Kart DS.
Yes,
I need them to have a comeback
I feel
now.
like that's something that could be very needed in a map like this.
Absolutely.
You go up to a character. Oh, you go up to Pauline at spaceport or something, and she asks for your help to take down the 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 robot DK that's up there. Yeah, so
Yep.
you drive up there, you avoid hazards, the added hazards
Hmm.
as well, and and then when you get to the top, you get the items, you get bombs or something, and you try and take them out like a regular boss. I feel like that'd be
Yeah.
so cool.
There's a
Um,
lot of like potential for some missions as well.
yeah.
Like there's so much Nintendo could do with that.
Hmm. There was a clip from Treehouse. I don't know if you watch all the Treehouses.
I
Um,
did not.
there was they went to Wario's shipyard or galleon in British
Oh.
in the British land. They looked out into the distance and there was this dragon just on the waves, and I was like, oh, I wonder what that's for. Is that a boss or something? Yeah.
That
So
could be.
yeah, we'll
Could
find
be a
out on the
boss
direct
for a
hopefully.
mission.
Yeah.
Let's hope so.
Yeah. You go up to where when you're in the campaign mode, you go up to it and then it starts attacking, kind of like Sonic Frontiers. Actually, that's a
Hell
perfect example
That'd
there.
be good fun. Frontiers was good fun as well.
Yeah, Sonic Frontiers is where there's just
Let's not
bosses
get off
everywhere.
topic.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's still related to Mario Kart,
Yeah.
where the Sonic Frontiers there's just bosses everywhere.
Yeah,
And
there is.
like,
I do like that sort of idea for games though, where you just walk up to a boss and it's there.
Yeah.
You just
you
fight it.
get close enough, the health bar appears,
Yep. That'd be brilliant.
fight time. Yeah, and it's just there and they're just waiting for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'd be really cool in the campaign mode. Mission mode
Yeah.
again. Bring back the rings where you got to drive through the rings. I feel like that'd be so fun in such
That'd
a
be
big
good
map.
fun.
Such a big map.
Especially if they like make if they have sections of the map that's almost like the DS mode. So on GameCube you drive around a massive GameCube. On DS you drive around a massive DS. If they redone that, you drive around a massive Switch. That'd be really good fun.
Well, I don't
That
see
would
a
be
switch on the
brilliant.
map here that I'm
No.
looking at. Unfortunately,
Sad times.
sad times indeed. Yeah, obviously this kind of campaign mode would be similar to Diddy Kong Racing, Crash Team Racing,
I
as
didn't
well,
like
where you
Diddy
got.
Kong Racing.
Oh no, in the story mode or whatever mode,
Yeah.
for those games, you got a
I
little
didn't like that
overworld
game.
where it takes you to the tracks. Unlike those
Mhm.
games, because those games teleport you to the tracks, while you actually drive into
Yeah.
the tracks. They're part of the overworld.
Yeah. I think that's going to be good fun.
Oh, it's going to be
Absolutely.
super good fun. It's very similar to Forza Horizon, but yes.
Mhm. I've
Um,
not played that.
Yeah, it's
but-
pretty much Mario Kart World, but with real cars at this point.
See, Mario Kart wins again.
It's taken everybody else's ideas.
Yeah.
They deserve it. Other game companies have been using Mario Kart ideas, like Team
Yeah.
Sonic Racing, for example. That
Oh,
kind of
there's a
thing.
moth in my room. Hate moths.
Your moth.
There we go. Got
You
rid of
sorted it.
Yeah.
Um.
Right. Continue.
Okay. And yeah, and it'd just be cool to see. 24
Yeah.
races.
That is going to get wild.
Yeah.
I'm scared.
If only Baby Park was on here, but I don't see it on the map.
That would be good fun.
Yeah.
Honestly, Baby Park with 24 players.
Yeah.
I'd play that all day.
Yeah. Oh, if they have like a little track customization thing where you can pick a bit of land off the overworld and then you can build a track around it, and people do like a little baby park
Yeah, that'd be
with 24
great.
players. Oh my god. Yeah, that'd be
That
cool,
would
so
be
cool.
fantastic.
Yeah, kind of like GTA 5. They have like a
Yeah.
little track custom thing where you use
Mhm.
the overworld and you can add in elements to make it a bit more dynamic, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I think
I
like
feel
that'd be a
like-
cool feature.
24 players, and this is going to like move on to the next point.
Hmm.
If if there's an online mode, and
Oh,
you
there has to be.
use 24 players, that imagine how crazy that is gonna get.
Definitely, yeah.
Like, it's bad enough with 12 players on Mario Kart, but 24, it's gonna be insane.
Hmm. Hopefully the races are alright. The
Yeah, let's
tracks.
hope so.
Yeah, I'm hoping the online works.
Yeah.
Uh,
Hopefully it won't be like laggy and buggy and glitchy and horrible.
yeah. I forgot to set this up, so you won't be able to see it. But there is a glitch in the treehouse video that they showed off accidentally. So there was a glitch in one of the videos where one player was they got rear-ended by a green shell from the other player, but the other player still had that green shell, and they used it to hit somebody else. In post, I
How
would
does
be
that
showing.
work?
Yeah, I don't know how that works, but in post, I would be showing you the video.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's like an online thing or a download play thing, sort of thing. But
I'm
that
guessing
glitch is there.
maybe they were playing like a beta version
Oh,
of
I'm
the
hoping
game.
so. I'm hoping so.
So yeah, hopefully they've patched that by now. But
I hope
yeah,
so.
hopefully it's not filled with bugs, because that's gonna be so bad otherwise.
Yeah, if they've overlooked a glitch like that, I'm really hoping they haven't overlooked
Yeah,
other
that would
glitches.
be awful.
I know it's such a small little detail, but something like that can very much impact a race.
Oh, it can affect the race a lot.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, some people will say, oh, it's just a little glitch. Like, no, that can make you lose the whole race.
Yeah. Because basically, it's basically like a duplication glitch, isn't it?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. And technically, you'd be counted as cheating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know how Nintendo feels about cheaters.
You get banned of NSO.
Yep.
Yeah, the tracks. What are you thinking about the tracks so far that we've seen?
I'll be honest, I haven't seen many, but I watched one bit of gameplay from the Nintendo Treehouse, and it looked brilliant. Honestly, the tracks looked really fun. I like how they're also like in a straight line now.
Oh, you actually like that?
I do like that, because it's similar to Mario Kart 7, which is where it first appeared in.
Yeah, section tracks.
Yeah, I feel like the races are less boring, because if you've got like a three lapped race, you're just doing the same thing 3 times.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Boring.
You have got a solid point.
Yeah, but
one of my
but if you're going through sections, then there's always going to be something new to explore.
Yeah. One of my online friends, not online friends, IRL friends, he came up with a really good point about with section tracks. When there's items dropped on the ground, that's it. They're forgotten about, sort of thing. But in a lap track, they can always come back to bite you, sort of thing. And that's what he likes about.
That is true.
And to be honest, I do agree with that point as well. I feel like because this game has both laps and sections, it doesn't really matter either way.
Yeah.
You do have that nice mixture of the both gameplay styles.
Yeah, I think it's good that they've like kept 2 game styles in there.
Yeah. Remember what else I was going to say? Oh yeah, so like you're driving between tracks in Grand Prix mode.
Should be fun.
That does look very fun. My only issue, I know not everybody's going to have this issue. It's maybe it's a personal thing. Is that when you go the first track of the Grand Prix, you do the entire 3 laps of the track, and then that's it. You're done. The next race, it counts the section tracks as the section bit to get from the first track to the second track as part of the race.
That is cool, but what I did notice,
yeah, that is cool,
was that they added more laps to the next race.
They are adding that. That was going to be my next point.
Yeah.
That I didn't like in the treehouse when I was watching it in the treehouse that you get to the next racetrack and you only do one lap of that. I was like, oh, you don't really get
Yeah.
much time on this new track, do you?
No, but DK Spaceport, for example, that's got like 8 laps, which is
Yeah,
crazy. I know it's like a section race,
it is a section track,
but
so
one of those is driving to and from the last race,
yeah,
which is really cool.
mm,
Very cool design.
yeah. Because that's the section track. You have to complete the entire track for that one.
Yeah,
But I just feel a bit
absolutely.
downhearted to think that, oh yeah, you go to for example, you go from Mario Bros circuit to Crown City, I'm pretty sure it is, and then you only do,
I don't know.
yeah, I can't remember off the top of my head, but and then you only do one lap of Crown City, and I'm like, oh, I kind of wanted to see more of Crown City.
Yeah, I guess the exploration side of things would be like um, less enjoyable in that sense,
Mm.
but you have got free roam,
Yeah,
so you can just go
yeah,
and see it again anyway.
yeah.
Um,
But that's specifically like a Grand Prix issue. I feel like when you're doing
yeah.
versus races, of course, that you would still be doing the regular 3 laps of that track. But I still think it, like, it's definitely longer. The races are with these
Oh hell yeah!
sections, but it's
Every
not
race
too
is
long
longer.
where you can't implement those last 2 laps. In my
No.
opinion, where it doesn't feel like it's over dragging it a little bit or anything like that. Again, in my opinion, other people's opinions may be different to what I'm thinking
Yeah.
about this kind of issue. And even then,
That's
it's
the
not really
thing
an
with
issue.
all our own opinions.
Yeah. Um, that kind of thing. Yeah. So, which one of the tracks that you've seen so far is your favorite? It can be retro as well.
I'll be honest. I've only seen 4.
Oh,
So
okay.
out of those, it'll have to be DK Spaceport. I'm
DK
excited to
Spaceport
try
is
that.
so good. Like,
I'm so hyped to try that one.
I do love tracks like in Mario Kart DS, where a lot of the tracks are based on real locations between in Mario mainline Mario games,
Mhm.
and seeing one that's
Absolutely.
and seeing one that's based off the original Donkey Kong game,
Yeah. Should be good fun.
it just makes sense. It feels so Mario. It's the same thing with Airship Fortress. That was one of my saddened, but like
Oh, I
most,
forgot about that.
yeah, that was one of my most saddened. What's the word? Missed opportunities with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster
Yeah.
Course Pass,
I
where it
I
didn't
was
get
sad that
selected.
they didn't up what's the word? That they didn't add that one to it
Mm,
because
yeah,
it's a good race.
yeah. But I'm thankful now that it's here and it looks, from what I've seen of it, because we haven't seen a full race of that track yet, but that that looks amazing.
Oh, it
Oh,
does
all
look
the
great.
tracks look amazing.
Absolutely.
I haven't seen much of DS Desert Hills either, but it looks like it. I just love how the retro tracks just fit so naturally into this overworld.
Yeah, it
The
is brilliant.
the designers know what they're doing, even
Oh
when it
hell
comes to
yeah.
retro tracks. They could have just done it with new tracks to make it
Mhm.
easier, but no, they made sure that it makes sense that the retro tracks would be in that location.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
I feel like that is one of the better ideas that they had for that game.
yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
Mm. Oh, Shy Go Bizarre as well. That was another one I was a bit sad about not returning to America 8 Deluxe. But it's here
Oh,
now.
I don't like that one.
You don't like that one? That's fair.
No.
I think I do prefer it more for the music.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's fair enough.
Peach Stadium. Another track we haven't actually seen properly yet.
Mhm.
Toad's Factory. We know it's in there. We heard the music in the trailer.
I love Toad Factory.
Oh, it's
Love
one
it.
of the best tracks in Mario Kart Wii. But
I agree.
we have not even seen that in any of the promotional materials, trailers, treehouse,
No.
that kind of thing. I don't think we even go near that area. I think the
Um.
closest we've gone to was N64 Wario Stadium, which I'm pretty sure that is
Ooh.
that version, and Mario Circuit. It's in between them two on the map here that I'm looking at
Mhm.
right now. Um,
I can't see your map, but
Oh,
So
it's
good.
on the presentation I sent you.
Where are we looking?
Um, in the base of the volcano.
Yep.
Yeah, and you see the little island thing. You see the river going up to the
Mhm.
island. I'm pretty sure
Ah,
that's
okay.
Toad's factory, and of course, right of it you got N64
Oops.
Wario Stadium. Then no, left of it, and then the right of it is the Mario Circuit SNES, which are bringing back
Mhm.
again. But it looks like it's been remixed, like in the tour tracks, and it looks like they've merged like three together on the map, don't it?
That does look like that. There's
Yeah.
like 3 together. That looks cool.
Yeah, so it could be like a Mario Circuit medley.
Mhm.
Yeah, I feel like that'd
This
be.
bit at the bottom, is that the DK spaceport?
Yeah, right at the bottom there. Yeah.
That's really cool. I like
Yeah.
how it
Yeah.
sticks out.
Oh, that's
Uh,
one of my favorite things about driving to the next track, where you're just slowly getting closer, and you're
mhm.
just seeing the
See it in the
and
distance.
you see it in the distance. I feel like that's what people feel when they go to Disneyland or something, where they get closer and closer to the land, and you see the castle in the distance. I bet that's the same feeling.
Um, yeah, it probably is the same feeling. I
Yeah.
mean, I've never been to Disneyland, but that's
Oh, that's
fine.
fair. Yeah. And of course, you've got Sky High Sunday, my worst track from Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Oh, what? That's one of the best.
And really, the anti-gravity
Yeah,
really screwed it up, in my
I
opinion.
loved that race.
Uh,
That was brilliant.
but I think they've greatly improved it from what I've seen
Mhm.
in this game.
That is good.
Yeah. Tracks I've noticed though, something that we haven't really seen yet. If you want to
Mhm.
click over to the second slide I sent you.
Yeah.
That's Peach Beach. That's a track
Is
they
it?
haven't really mentioned, but that's definitely Peach Beach. We got two little
Oh,
screenshots
that's
here
cool.
from the website, sort of
I
thing.
like that.
Yeah,
Peach Beach. I like that one.
but I wasn't too sure. I thought, oh, it's just maybe a location that looks similar to Peach Beach. But now I look at it on the map, you can actually
Mhm.
see the outline of Peach Beach on that map.
Yeah.
So I
Now
think
that you see the shape of it as well.
I was like, that's Peach Beach, 100%.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And I don't see many people talking about it, so I thought I'll better mention it in this video
Oh
for
hell yeah.
people. Yeah,
Get in there first.
I claim this as my own. This was my discovery.
Yep.
That kind of
No one
thing.
else is allowed to talk about
I trademark it. Peach Beach discovery.
it.
I just thought, do you know what? I'm part of the discussion history when it comes to Mario
Yeah.
Kart now, where I was like, oh, Peach Beach, that's definitely Peach Beach, yeah, that kind of
Mhm.
thing. It's a good track to bring back, but it makes me think now that except Shy Guy Bazaar, Mario Stadium, Wario Stadium, N64, all the
Yeah.
other returning tracks are tracks that have already returned before.
Mhm.
Because it looks like we also got Koopa Troopa Beach, of course Desert Hills that was in Mario Kart Wii, Koopa Troopa
Mhm.
Beach was in. Oh yeah, Wario Shipyard as well.
Ooh.
If we want to count tour in this conversation, then Wario Stadium is the only one that hasn't
Yeah.
returned yet, and I found that a bit weird.
Yeah. I'm honestly excited to see what other tracks they add,
Yeah,
because like I'm a sucker for retro remakes.
yeah,
Especially spending a lot of time on Mario Kart
yeah.
DS back in the day.
But one thing I've definitely seen on this map though, there's no Wii U tracks.
Not that I've seen.
Unless this corner bit in the ruins looking area by the snow mountain, that could be Ruins. That's part of the final deal, final cup that we
Ooh,
haven't seen yet. But I don't
it
think
could
that
be.
is. It's got that kind of aesthetic though.
Yeah.
But we don't
Hopefully,
see any
hopefully we'll
Wii U
get some.
tracks.
I don't see a reason why we would, because Mario Kart 8 is already on Switch.
Yeah, it's fair. They may
So
not added any
if
of
you want to
them.
go play them games, then
Yeah. But then
just go
again,
play
you've got
that
Sky
game.
High Sunday and
Yeah,
Moo
but
Moo
Sky High
Meadows, which is
Sunday
in
is
Mario
good.
Kart 8. It's so weird that Moo Moo Meadows was picked again. But
Moo
I
Moo
love.
Meadows is always picked.
Yeah, I
It's
don't get me wrong. I
always
love it.
picked.
I love the track. I love the
Mhm.
music. Everything about it. It's just one after the other.
Yeah.
Especially with Sky High Sunday, because we just recently got it in the booster course pass.
Mhm.
And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I guess we'll have to see what like sort of tracks we get.
Yeah, but
Um,
Shipyard and Sligo Bazaar, no problems with. And Toad's Factory, because they've
mhm.
never returned in a mainline Mario Kart game or a console
Yeah.
one. But yeah, but the rest are just returning tracks from returning tracks.
Mhm.
Except N64 Wario Stadium, which I'm pretty sure that is. It's not the DS version. I'm pretty sure.
Um.
Because it looks a bit more complicated, like the N64 version.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The N64 one is just so confusing.
Yeah.
Or it could be the dreaded GameCube version.
Oh,
Oh
that's
god, I
Waluigi.
hated that one.
That's Waluigi Stadium, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh no, there is a Wario Stadium. There's only like 2 laps.
Oh,
'Cause
Colosseum.
It's
Colosseum is not a dirt track, though.
and
that-
that one is such a horrible race.
It
Oh, I
is,
hate
and
it.
it's so long. It's only 2 laps in it.
Yeah.
But yeah, Wario Stadium. It's like hovering in a black abyss. It's not like a dirt track like the other stadiums, and it's
Yeah.
clearly. There's a clip in the trailer where it clearly states it's Wario Stadium and not Wario Coliseum.
Mhm.
Unless they wanted to change the name, but I don't think. Why would they? Sort of thing.
Yeah, I don't see why they would.
Yeah. I think that's all I can talk about for tracks. But in this map, I'm pretty sure I can see 2 battle tracks, battle courses.
Oh, I need to see it. Is it the third slide on
Yeah.
there?
The third slide. I'm pretty sure this is Thwomp Desert, like a reimagined Thwomp Desert.
That actually does look like Thwomp Desert. Like,
I'm not
even joking. That
Yeah.
does look like it.
I'm not 100% convinced, but the next
Mhm.
one I'm like 100% convinced that is what I think it is. But
Yeah.
you can understand my reasoning. It's a circle desert bit. Obviously the front would be there.
Yeah.
It doesn't look
I'm
like there's a
guessing-
sinkhole in the middle.
I can see why they wouldn't put the Thwomp on there in like the just the overview of the map.
Yeah, exactly. And not every single
It's
cactus
just
as
a
well.
waste of
'Cause,
object data.
it's little
Oh.
details you don't really need to see in an overworld, do you? Like an overview of a map. Yeah, it does. Well, clearly the map is illustrated. It's not really
Mhm.
part of the game. It's just illustrated, kind of like the Smash Brothers map, whatever
Yeah.
Smash Brothers Ultimate map.
Mhm.
So I can understand why the cactuses are not there and the sinkhole in the middle and the thwomp and all that. But I still
Yeah.
think that could be Thwomp Desert from Mario Kart Wii.
Oh, it certainly could be.
Yeah.
It looks like it.
But if we move over to slide 4, this one I'm 100% convinced this is Big Donut from Mario Kart 64.
Oh, I love this map. It's brilliant.
Yeah. You can see my
Hopefully
reasoning.
they add that.
Yeah. You can see my reasoning. You can see the 4 walls in the middle of the
Mhm.
circle. You can see the lava
Absolutely.
pit. It's clearly a circle. I'm actually kind of convinced that this is actually Big Donut from Mario Kart 64. So
It looks like it could be, and I'm hoping it is.
yeah, this one I'm
Um,
actually convinced that I think that is what it is.
Yeah, it's very convincing. Absolutely.
Yeah, so fingers crossed that these are
Mhm.
actually the battle arenas.
Yeah.
I don't know where else they could make battle arenas, but as we've seen from the footage that we had so far, when you're doing like races and all that, they add assets onto the overworld to make it like easier to traverse into the next bit, like turning and all that.
Yeah.
So I wonder if there's going to be elements like that. So they could just pick a random spot on the map and they put some assets on it when you're selecting the battle course, and that's how you do battles in that little area.
Absolutely. I think that is how it's gonna work because like you've got the roads that lead up to that little round bit as well.
Yeah.
So
And
you'll probably have to drive there as well.
yeah, people can just say, "Oh, that the big donut is just an intersection into Bowser's Castle or something."
It could be,
But it
but
could also be both.
it's very like suggestive if it's not.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like those are going to be battle courses. I really do think
Yeah.
so. I just
I
noticed
hope
this as
so.
well. On top of Peach Beach and below where is the shipyard, I wonder if that could be Palm Shores from Mario Kart DS.
Um,
Palm Shores from Mario Kart DS, or right next to
it could be, you know.
yeah, or next to Yoshi's not Yoshi's Island, Koopa Troopa Beach.
Mhm.
Yeah, it looks like it's making an OK sign right next to it. I wonder if that could also
It
be
does.
Palm Shores. I think that's the name of the course in Mario Kart DS.
I think so.
Yeah. But when it comes to
Could
like
be
new
wrong.
battle courses, I bet they would just pick a little area, plot
Yeah.
some assets onto it, make it so it's got obstacles and stuff. Jobs are good. Even that ruin area at the back there, they could have reimagined Pipe Plaza from Mario Kart Double Dash.
I love Pipe Plaza. I really do.
Yeah, so
I
it
hope
looks a bit
that's
more
one of the
ruiny.
battle maps.
Yeah, and yeah. Or
Yeah,
because it looks like a cube, do you see where it looks like it's a cave and it's you go into like a little cave area that's a cube?
oh, it does.
Yeah. That'd be funny if you go in there and it turns into a block fort from Mario Kart 64. That'd be funny.
That'd be brilliant.
Or the Mario Kart DS version of that. Or is it
Also,
the...
one thing I'm noticing,
Oh, yeah.
above where Peach Beach is,
Yeah.
there's them two islands.
Mm-hmm.
If you then go left over the ocean,
Yeah.
there's also something there. That looks really intriguing.
Yeah, I think that is a track. I think...
It looks like Delfino
Plaza?
Square, is it?
Square,
Or
yeah.
Delfino Plaza, whatever it is. But it doesn't necessarily look like the DS one. It seems like they've added a bit.
That makes
or two,
sense. It kind of makes
definitely
sense.
looks like that.
Yeah, it kind of makes sense because I think chronologically, can't say the word right now, but Peach Beach is meant to be near Delfino Plaza,
Yeah.
so
that could work like that.
yeah. Or if it's not
Also-
Delfino Square, it looks like it could be Delfino Pier.
It could be. It could be
from
that
Mario Kart
as
Wii.
well, yeah. I'm also noticing
Mhm.
the bit where Peach Beach connects to the main map.
Oh yeah.
There's a little cube underneath it.
Oh,
What is
God.
that?
That's a question mark, isn't it?
I don't know. I can't read. Oh, that is a question mark.
Yeah, I think that's one of the new tracks as well.
I hope so.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's honestly a lot to explore on here, and I'm excited for that.
Yeah. All right. Do you think this is worth £80, £70,
I hope
$80? Yeah. I'm getting that feeling that it should be worth this.
I
feel
hope
like
they
we're gonna get a
justify the
lot.
price. For the price of £75 for a physical version,
Mhm.
we better get at least 4 years of free DLC and updates. That's all I ask from Nintendo
Or at least
at
cheap
this point.
DLC. I'll accept cheap.
DLC.
Yeah. I'll accept
But-
cheap.
They need to justify that price somehow. They can't keep charging more and more for their games and expecting people to buy it, because it's gonna get to a point where they say no, we're not paying that anymore. But yeah, hopefully the game will be worth the £75 price tag, because if not, it's just gonna be such a shame.
Yeah. I know it's a little bit too early to talk about it, but yeah, DLC. You mentioned DLC, so
Yeah.
I have a theory of what they could do with DLC because I feel like they could do it like this. In Pokemon Scarlet and Violet and in Sword and Shield, obviously you have your main big map, and then in its DLC you get the slightly smaller maps,
Yeah.
and then you got a new story and all that. and new things to do in that new little location. I wonder if they could do that for DLC for Mario Kart World.
It's possible they could.
And that's how
Just
they
make
get
like
more tracks
a
into
little
it.
New map.
Yeah,
I
because
feel like that would be a good idea.
how they've already set up the main game, they've put all these tracks onto the same land, that kind of thing. I feel like you need to do that for if you wanted to add in new tracks in DLC.
Yeah.
So, and I feel like that's a really good way to do it. Do it like Pokemon. Get two smaller maps, and they all have still got tracks on them, and you got more stuff to do, things like that. You got your new Grand Prix sort of thing, and then spend nearly £100 on both of them.
Yeah, it is way too early for DLC, but
we'll have to
we
see.
can hope.
Yeah, we will have to talk about more about that if they do mention DLC in the direct.
Yeah, hopefully they do. I think it's too early for them to announce DLC, but they could say there could be planned DLC in the future. Who knows?
Well, think about it this way. What was it? The Smash Bros. Ultimate, when that came, the last direct for that before the first, where the game came out, before the DLC and all that, they still announced Piranha Plant as the first DLC.
Exactly.
So they could still say it right. You got this. Oh, but then there's more on the way.
Yeah, I think that would be quite a good idea for them to do.
And please do not make this a live service game. Please do not add in microtransactions to keep bringing all the customizable characters from Mario Kart Tour. That's all I ask. Let us just naturally unlock them throughout the game. That's all I ask, Nintendo. Please don't do this to us. Especially when we're paying 80.
They don't tend to do microtransactions with console games. They only tend to do it with mobile games. But if they did, it would be a big step down.
Yeah, I hope so.
really would.
I really hope so.
I can expect it from Nintendo because they're greedy with their money. But
it's like, come on, we don't need it. We don't need it. We're spending so much. We're spending nearly £100 on this anyway. Just give us the costumes.
Give us the characters.
Give us the characters, costumes, all of them. Oh, I didn't even mention characters. I think it's just insane what they're pulling from to get all the characters in.
There is such a big roster, and it's a case of who let bro drive. That's really what it is.
Yeah. Who let the Goomba... well, we all kind of expected Goomba, but Snowman?
Yeah, Goomba, absolutely.
Coin Copper?
The fish.
The Cheap. The dolphin from Dolphin Shoals and Mario World? Like...
The cow from Moo Moo Meadows.
To be honest, I wouldn't be surprised. That wouldn't have surprised me.
The cow is cool.
The Moo. I can't believe they called it cow. They should have called it Moo Moo. Oh, and then they have like the dry bones version of Cheap as well as playable.
Yeah,
like,
dry fish. What's he called?
Fish bones.
That's the one.
And they've got another variant of the Boo, which is Peeper. They got that playable. Coin Hopper. I think I've already said that.
I don't get why they've put so many characters in this game. I really don't.
Yeah, Penguin makes sense, to be honest. I quite like Penguin. And then you have Snowman from Mario 64 sort of thing. It's like
Snowman is weird.
Snowman is like one of the weirder characters. Sidestepper as well, the crab. The crab from Mario Bros. Oh yeah, let's add in the crab.
Why have they added so many weird, obscure characters?
Yeah. Some of them make sense, like Hammer Bros. Hammer Bros makes sense.
Bro, yeah, because he's a main enemy. But all the other ones, no way.
But we have all these characters, but then Diddy Kong's still missing, Funky Kong's still missing.
Sorry, I don't like Diddy Kong.
That's fair. Dixie, Cranky, Funky, whatever.
We need Funky Kong back in a Mario Kart game. We really do. Yeah. He was so cool back in Mario Kart Wii. We need him back now.
Yeah, we literally have all these. But where are they? We
need them.
That kind of thing. It's just, I think I'm going to enjoy the characters. I feel like they just wanted to go a bit wacky. And I think, you know what? Fair enough. And I bet all of these were going to be hazards. So they were like, oh, let's just add these characters. Why not?
Yeah.
And if they're going to add all these characters and not add in Thwomp as a playable character, I'll be fuming.
I don't think they will. I really don't.
Don't give me this excuse saying, "Oh, it doesn't have arms." Goomba doesn't have arms. It's fucking
Nor does
snowman. It's not
the
even a real
fish.
person. Fish, the dolphin, they're fucking
None of
fishes.
them have arms.
They
How
should
they
be
doing
dead
it?
over
Power
water.
of telekinesis.
Yeah.
It's honestly mental.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah. One last thing's the replacement for the glider, which is now it's still gliding from the looks of it. It's not like plane mode.
Yeah.
And then you got jet skis from the looks of it. Looks like
I've not seen that.
you have not seen the new.
Not that I know of.
Yeah, that's fair. You got them lot, which is literally ripping off Sonic Racing Transformed, in my opinion.
Yeah.
That's literally what they did. So instead of going underwater, you're now going over water, which makes Wario Shipyard look, play
Rubbish.
so much differently.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
That wouldn't be good at all.
Are you sure?
One thing I am excited for is the driving on walls and the grinding on rails.
Yes,
I'm
wall
excited
grinding.
for that.
Yeah, wall grinding in general.
So
That looks so much
excited
fun.
for that.
That's a replacement for the anti-gravity. It looks like we've lost that.
Like I mentioned it in my Mario. No, what video was it? Top 10 Switch games that I'm most excited for or something. I mentioned that in my video. That instead of just having the little blue platform where you can drive up onto the wall, they've now done it everywhere, which is brilliant.
That is really
There's
fun.
a lot of possibilities for that.
Hopefully no game-breaking shortcuts using this.
Let's hope not. There probably will be, but let's hope not.
My one little bit downfall with rail grinding is that from the looks of it, from what the tracks I've seen, it makes turns a bit more easier.
Oh,
People.
it does, absolutely.
Yeah. And so instead of falling off, you have a good chance of just grinding on the rail around the curve. I'm like, does every single turn need it? No.
I would say no, not every turn. A lot of them, yes, to make it easier.
Yeah.
Seeing
it's
as
like what I had
Nintendo
with.
is trying to, I feel like they're trying to move sort of into the younger generation. To make
Get
games
too
a
easy.
bit easier.
Yeah.
Like Mario Wonder, I 100% that whole thing in 3 days when I first got it, which is
easy
way
game.
too easy.
Easy game, yeah.
I feel like they're doing that with a lot of the Mario games, sadly.
Yeah, it's like with, but yeah, I wouldn't say it's necessarily easier. I just think it's a bit unnecessary for every corner. It's kind of like the underwater sections and gliding sections of Mario Kart 8 and some areas of Mario Kart 7, where it's like you don't need it everywhere. There's some places
you don't need it everywhere.
There's some places you do not need a glider. It'd be more fun if you could just drop, and not glide for a minute. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. That's all I got to talk about for Mario Kart World now.
Right.
Now.
I think I've said everything that I wanted to say on that as well.
Yeah. Thank you for joining me again for Mario Kart World, and
you're very welcome.
we'll be back from and talk more about Mario Kart after the direct. I think definitely.
Hell yeah.
When we get more information.
More Mario Kart info.
Yeah, that'll be it.
Yep.
Yeah, that's it. Bye.
As a good outro. Yep, that'll be it. Bye.
Remember to check out Nintendo's for kindly joining me
Check
again.
out my channel as well.
Yeah.
And I
he's
stream
got some
on
good
Twitch,
vids over
so
there.
check out that.
Yeah, it will all be in the description anyway.
Yeah.
Go and check him out. He's been such a lad to join me for the joy conversations.
Just good fun, innit?
It's just good fun. We're just chilling, chatting about our favourite stuff about the Switch 2 at the moment. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, we'll see you all next time.
Oh yeah. Bye guys. I'll wave bye.
I'll wave.
Yeah.